Welcome, guys. Do not forget to subscribe, like, and share. Continue like, sharing, and subscribing. Okay, now we'll be doing N2 Mathematics TVET College exam preparations. Okay, now let's start with 1.1.1. All right. Okay, we are given yeah. So here you start with what is in the inside, right? You start with yourself. You start with what is in the side. So inside you have got a numerator and denominator. Okay, you start with the numerator. Now it will be a negative 2, right? B negative 2 all over by AB. Okay, here you know the rule that I used here, right? You get your N2. So in N1 you learn this rules of exponents. Okay, it says this rule, it says if you have got AB, right, to the power n, that will be equal to A to the power n, B to the power n, isn't it? This is the rule that I used here inside in the numerator. Okay, so now here you have got a quotient. You are dividing, you have to use this rule. It says A to the power n all over by B to the power m. So this rule is the quotient rule. This is the product rule of exponent. Okay, so here it's going to be A to the power of n minus m. I said when we are dividing we subtract the exponent, but when we are adding when we are multiplying we add the exponent, right? Okay, so now here you're going to have here there is to the power 1 and here there is to the power 1. So you are going to have A to the power of negative 2 minus 1, isn't it? And then B to the power of negative 2 minus 1, all raised to the power of negative 1 over 3, right? Okay, so now here negative, you're going to have A to the power of negative 2, negative 1 is negative 3, and then B negative 2, negative 2 is negative 3 again, all raised to the power of negative 1 over 3. If you check here, now we went back to this, to the first rule of exponent, this one that I wrote here, right? So now you just multiply what is inside. You're going to have A negative 3 multiplied by negative 1 over 3, and then you do the same with B. You're going to have negative 3 multiplied by negative 1 over 3, right? What is negative multiplied by negative is positive. 3 and 3 will cancel out, and then you're left with A, right? And then negative and negative, 3 and 3 will cancel out, then you're left with B. That's your final answer. Okay, let me erase, and then we do 1.1.2. Yes, so here you have 5 log 2 of 4 plus log base 4 2, right? So here you can come and say 5, don't forget we're still simplifying, 5 log 2 to the power of 2 to the power 2, right? 2 to the power 2 is 4, right? Plus, so here you've got 4, right? But here you've got base of 2, so you have to change this base, right? You have to change this base, which is 4, to a base of 2 so that you can simplify properly, right? So how do you do that? You use a rule. So let me start by writing a rule here. These are the rules of what? Of logarithm, you know. So the rule says log log of base A, B, which is equals to, just follow the rule, which is equals to log of. So here, right, here, mind you, it was log base A of B. So you keep your B, isn't it? You keep your B, and then now all over by log of A, right? So now you come and put your base. So now the base was A here. So we put the base of C. We put the base of C, C. All right, the base C, C. This is the rule that we have to apply. This is the rule. So now it's gonna be log of, we change, this is we call it change of base. It's very simple. So now you'll agree with me that if it's 4, then we change it to the base of 2, right, which is C in this case. Then you keep your 2, right? Then you keep your 2 all over by log of, our C is 2, but of log base 2 of 4, right? Just follow this notation what I did. So your B here is there, and then your A now is still here, but you just change you try to change the base. Okay, so now when you are here, we're coming to the next step. I've shown you the next rule that we have to apply here is this rule, which says log of base B, right, m to the power of k, right? So this will equal to, you use power down. So this is gonna be, let's hope it will fit here. This is gonna be k log b. So power down, this is your k, you take it down, k log, and then you write your m. You apply this rule here, right? So you're going to have 5 multiplied by 2 log of, I did power down here, log 2 base 2 of 2 plus, yes, plus, so here, right, you've got a rule. You learned this rule when you were doing N1. So in N1 we said these are still the rules of logarithm. So if you've got log, let's say you've got log base B, right, of what? Of B, right? This should equal to 1. So here you've got BB is equal to 1, 2. So that should be equal to 1 all over by log of 2. So this 4, you can write it as what? As 2 to the power 2, right? So the next step here, 5 multiplied by 2, it should give you 10, isn't it? And then 10 log 2 of 2. Oh, sorry about that. Let me undo. Okay, let me erase a bit. Yes, sorry about that. Yeah, sorry about that, my pen was acting up. So log 2 of 2, right? Log 2 of 2 plus 1 over here. Power down is going to be 2, right? 2 log of base 2 of 2, right? So we are here. Where are we? We are here. So when we're here, we're still going to apply another rule. This rule, it says this rule is very simple. The easiest. Log of b of what? Of b should equals to 1. Yeah, this rule. We use this rule. Okay, so here, like what we did here, the very same rule we used here. So you're going to have 10 log 2 is, I said, is 1, right? Plus 1 all over by 2 log 2 should be 1, isn't it? So here you're going to have 10 over 1 plus 1 over 2 multiplied by 1 is 2, right? Okay, so when you're here, your LCD, lowest common denominator, you multiply this side by 2, you multiply this side by 2, then you've got your 20 plus 1 all over by 2, right? Which should be 21 over 2, which will be equal to 21 over 2. You can leave your answer there. Okay, let's go to 1 point. The next question. Yes, you've got 3 log base 5x is equals to 12 plus log base b 1, right? So here, to solve this, we're solving for x. The question is solve for x, right? Okay, so now here you're going to have 3 log of base 5 of x is equals to 12 plus 0, because the rules they're saying that log of b 1 base 1 is equals to 0. Also take note of this rule. Are we together? Okay, so now you are going to have 3 log of 5 x is equals to 12, isn't it? So now here you can divide both sides by 3, then you are left this side. On the left, you are left with log 5 of x, right? 3 divided by 3 is 1, then 12 divided by 3 is 4, isn't it? Okay, so now we are solving for x, right? So now you can see x, your x will be equal to, x is equals to your base, right? Your base is 5, so it's going to be 5 to the power of 4, right? Which is equal to 6 to 5. Yeah, and then let's go to the second one. Yeah, so now we're doing 1.2.2, this one, right? 2x negative 4 over 3 is equals to 32. So here's the first thing first. You divide by 2 both sides, then you are left with x to the power negative 4 all over by 3 is equals to 33 divided by 2. That should give you 16, isn't it? So now you try by all means to simplify this 16. So you'll have x negative 4 all over 3 is equals to 2 to the power of 4, right? Okay, so now you have got to the power 4 to the power 4. So now, mind you, we're solving for x. We're solving for x. Then what do we do? So what will happen if we come and multiply by inverse or reciprocal of negative 4 over 3, right? So in other words, I'm saying that what will happen if we say we've got x to the power of negative 4 over 3. Whatever you do, you should do it both sides is equals to 2 to the power 4. Whatever you do on the left, you should also do it on the right, isn't it? So now I'm saying put a bracket here, and then we multiply by negative 4 over 3, so it's going to be 3 over 4, and then you do this both sides, negative 3 over 4. So you have just introduced negative 3 over 4 both sides, right? So you will know the date, you will find the date. Negative and negative is positive, right? The x is still there, so 4 and 4 will cancel, 3 and 3 will cancel, then you are left with to the power 1 here, right? And that's what we want, which is equals to 4. Here it will be sort of 4 over 1. 4 and 4 will cancel, and then we are left with 2 to the power of, is it negative 3, right? So, and then we know the rule of exponent, which is a to the power of negative n. You should write everything in a positive form, which you will have a to the power of n, right? This rule here. Okay, so we write everything in positive. So your x will be equals to 1 over 2 to the power of 3, right? And then that should give you 1 over 2 to the power 3, that's 8, right? And your x equals to 1 over 8. Okay, now let's go to solve x using the laws of logarithm. We're using the rules, the laws, right? Okay, let me erase. So here we were solving for x, right? Using the laws of logs. So you can come and introduce ln on the left and on the right, or log on the left and then the right. Like you will say you have got log of x, right, is equals to log of 3,89 multiplied by 1,89 squared, right, all over by cube root of 153,8, right? So you introduce log to both sides, yes, and then now here you'll have log of x, right, which is equals to, so here you've got the product. So when you're using log, the rules, you add, right? So the rule that you're going to apply there is you know the rule log of ab multiplied by b, you just say log a plus log of b. That's the rule that you're going to use there. Okay, So that's going to be log of, here you have got 3,89 plus log of 1,89 squared, right? So here, because you have got a quotient, the numerator and denominator, it means when you are dividing, you have to subtract, you know, like what we're doing with exponents. It's just a rule. Also, the rule, it says that if you have got log of a over b, that should be equal to log of a minus log of b. Simple. All right. Okay, so minus, I was just trying to show you. So here, because you've got a square root, we can, here I said you've got to the power 1, right? So we can say you've got log of, we can remove the square root if we want, log of 153,8, right, to the power of this one. I said here we use Madiba rule. Madiba was in prison inside the square root, so after the prison he was the president, so it will be 1/3, right? Okay, so now we can say log of x is equals to log of 3,89, right? So here you've got the power, set power down from this rule here, log b m of k, power down, log bm. So now here power down is going to be plus 2, right, log of 1,89 minus, also here you do the same, power down minus 1/3 log of 153,8, right? Okay, so also here there's a bracket, okay, so now you come here, you say you've got log of x is equals to log of, you can use a calculator here. They didn't tell us to start to use a calculator. You can use a calculator. So log of 3,89, that should give you 0.5899 plus this should give you 0.5529 minus, and this will give you 0.729, yes. Then log of x, you can just sum up this, you should get 0.4138. Mind you, I said here, if there is nothing, it means that you've got the base of 10, right? It means you've got base of 10, right? So now you can solve for x like what we did in number 1. So your x will be equal to, your base is what? Your base is 10 raised to the power this 0.4138, which should equal to 2,593. Subscribe, like, and share. Thank you for watching. See you next time.